Hi everyone, this is Sher of Dealer eTraining. I'm actually very compelled to create this video. Hours ago, someone posted a very shocking video on Dealer Elite bashing one of our very great pioneers in the industry who was very big on creating YouTube videos, branding herself, was very successful selling cars using YouTube, and now trains dealers not only phone skills, but how to leverage the power of YouTube and internet marketing within a process, which I think is genius. And this person who, in my opinion, probably hasn't worked in a dealership in quite a few years, who's been consulting, kind of went into the old school methods of 20 years ago, which I totally respect. What happened was I felt that some shots were being taken. I asked her, why, if I'm a dealer, why should I have my salespeople brand themselves on YouTube? I wouldn't be very happy knowing that my people are all over the internet. Okay, well, I'm going to explain that in a few minutes. I do want to share, though, my experiences of learning. Right now, everyone knows me out there as a trainer and consultant, and I set up BDCs and I teach digital marketing, and that's all fine and dandy. But let me explain to you how I got myself trained over the years. I used to go to factory OEM training sessions. I used to go to Auto Trader sessions, Cars.com sessions, any consulting sessions that I could possibly go to that my dealers would send me to, any consultant that came into the store, vendor reps, conferences, reading magazines, and I would take what I can get. I would take every little thing that I would learn, and I would leverage that. And how would I do that? Well, let's see. I would learn something here, I'd learn something here, I'd learn something here, I'd learn something there. I would take a little bit of what I liked, take it back with me. Take what I liked here, take it back with me. Take what I like here, take it back with me. Here, take it back with me. And what I would do is I'd create my own style. Okay, I'm not original. Maybe in some ways I am. But I'm not, and I'm also not reinventing the wheel. But at the same time, I'm able to create my own style using the tools and methods that were taught to me. Because, let's face it, the basics are the basics. They've worked for many years, and they're still going to work for many years. It's all about how we leverage these things. So, a person who hasn't experienced YouTube or is not much of a digital marketer shouldn't bash somebody who is great at that. Person's got over 100,000 YouTube videos. Person's selling 20 cars a month using YouTube. 20% closing ratios. Really, the best closing ratio I ever had as an internet manager in a dealership was 17%. That was 1 month. And before that, my best months were about 14%. I wasn't using YouTube. God, you think maybe if I had known about YouTube, maybe I would have been at 20% a couple of years back? I'm learning a lot from this person because she's very innovative and she's a marketer. I'm not to say that I can't learn from this other person who took shots at her, because this person's got 10 years on me in terms of training and running BDCs. But here's the reality. I just come with an open mind. Anybody that's ever been trained by me will know that I come with an open mind. You can say things on the phone this way, or you can say them this way. The whole goal is to get the effect to be the same. You want the response to be the same, if not similar. So you can word an email template this way, or you can send a video. I personally like to sell my dealerships on reputation. I like to ask engaging questions, and I try to get a bigger email response so that I can get more emails to be opened up by customers. I also believe in video follow-up, especially since I used to be a big proponent. For me, it used to be a big thing, 90 days internet lead management follow-up process. Well, with the way the OEMs are making regulations now, with the way the buying cycles are changing, it's more like 150 and 180 days. So guess what? Got to fill in the gap. Got to change the process. Okay, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to sell social media. We're going to sell online reputation management. We're going to send out engaging videos. We're going to do things that allow customers to open up an email and make a phone call right out of their cell phone or their iPhone. My whole point is take what you learn from all these different sources, combine them, create your little style, and maybe YouTube works for some people. Maybe just sending an email works for some people. And guess what? For me, when it comes to time to follow up with customers that have no email addresses, guess what works for me? I find people on Facebook. I send them messages and they write back to me. That's how I turn a bad lead into a good lead. Guess what? No one's ever taught that to me. Outside the box. That's what I was thinking about. That's what worked for me. So the bottom line is, folks, don't bash other people for having their own visions and their own dreams and their own successes. Going back to why I believe every salesperson needs to be on YouTube. Well, let's face it. I'm Stan Sher. I want to be a 40-car salesperson. How am I going to get there? I can go on Prospect, which I would do either way, using forums, going door to door. Every time I meet somebody, I give them my business card. I can ask for referrals. I can also use the power of internet digital marketing. What am I talking about? I'm talking about while my fellow salespeople are out on the showroom floor drinking coffee, having coffee clutches, complaining about things, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a couple videos. I'm going to brand myself. Every time I deliver a car, I'm going to make it a point that 2 to 3 times a week I'm going to get a video testimonial from a customer. I'm going to learn search engine optimization so that I can optimize my videos, write a couple blogs, be a consumer advocate, so that when people search my dealership on AutoTrader and they see a car, and then they leave AutoTrader to find out more about my store, my video is going to come up with my shiny little smile, talking about how I'm a family man, talking about how I'm there to help them, talking about my good reviews, so that that customer who doesn't make a phone call or send an email into the dealership, when they just walk into the dealership and they're an internet customer, they're going to ask for Stan Sher and not Joe Schmo or anybody else, because they saw me and they saw my sincerity and my willingness to help them. That's called creativity, folks. I actually did this with a salesperson not too long ago. He called me a few days ago and he thanked me for teaching him some of these things. So guess what? YouTube does work. Email and phone call does work. Let's tie these processes in. Let's be open-minded and let's be successful the right way. Find your niche and work it to the max so you can be successful. Thank you.